Okay, I think everything should be working. Under the assumption nothing else wants to update. Hello, I'm looking at you, Steam. Ugh, that was painful. Windows update. Okay, whatever, fine. Just do that real quick. Okay, now an OBS update. Okay, fine, whatever. Just update, please. Steam update. I give up. That was 3 consecutive updates that I did not need right now. Oh my goodness. That was a little much. I don't even remember what we were doing. Is it already nighttime in the game? Or is this middle of the day? How's everyone doing? Nah, I'm sure YFL will update next. Hey, Manji. Oh my goodness. That's a start to a stream, all right. This is not my day. I can tell it's only gonna get worse, and it's pretty much the end of the day. All right, so what were we actually doing last time? I know we wanted to do the armor gloves, so I gotta check the traps. What was actually? So what's? Just to clarify, what is I'm trying to figure out what, because we have so many quests done. Like we finished a lot in these past few streams. Like, wow, we finished a lot more than I ever thought we would. What is our? I guess the murder weapon is still our main line quest. I kind of wish there was one that did that, where it says like this is the main story quest. But we haven't really been able to find a working firearm for that. Hello, I'm eating, so I should be quiet for a little bit. Hey, Red, how you doing tonight? I had a bit of a headache today. It's finally kind of going away. I don't know if that's because I'm drinking a little bit. I'd like to point out it wasn't a hangover that I had a headache for. It was just, oh, today was awful. Today was really bad. But hopefully a little bit of streaming will help alleviate those wounds. Oh, I still really wish there was a fast travel system. Now where was actually? I keep clicking here, just hoping like, can I click on something and like, boom, that lets me mass travel. It really should be fast travel in this game, at least once you get to day 3. Not here. Where was it? I wanted to double check. West of the Feld building. I'll have to remember that. I want to say that was this way, I want to say. Right near the drunks, isn't it? Or am I crazy? I don't remember what the Feld building was. And we also have that little girl we gotta look for. Oh, why can't I move? What's happening right now? Wait, oh. I guess I can't go over that. Drop a temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps, just silence. What did the smoke smell like? Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with black asphalt. The asphalt's first laid is gray already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. Who are people who live across the road? A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. But what about the bus stop? 3-3122D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth from their thin coats gave them. The bus took them to school, It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. What about the road? Craters pocketed the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of flow of trade. Oh yeah, another... The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze smooths the curl of his hair. Okay, so that was another pointless. Shivers, why are you so pointless? I honestly gotta wonder what, like, a maxed out Shivers character would be. I just feel like they're kind of pointless. It's around here, right? This is where the last trap was. I'm assuming. It's kind of what I was thinking of when I mentioned the traps. Here it is. Trap's not too hard to spot once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist. Reach for the trap. I like about locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity. Empty, as all of them. Heave hands. One more of these and we're done. His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. Bummer it wasn't in here. He breathes out. Glad we have found some poor cat trapped in one of these. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds were also confidential. Whatever. That's a word. When this district was blooming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now, only the wind blows. So is this going to just end up being a failure and we have to lie whether or not we found one? I keep getting tearing. That's really annoying. Alright, well, we might as well check the last one, then we should be good. This last of the traps, the one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, it's just a technicality. Look around. Breeze by the abandoned campsite, hiss and shake. The later it gets, the colder. The remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire has gone out. You feel strange somehow. Reach for the trap. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. Look closer. No locusts. No phasmids either, but still. Closer still. Lieutenant studies the trap with you. Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap. Right, the crypto research has been stupid. You're right, but they still need to know. Yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know. But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? We'll still tell Morel. We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we? He seems to regret that fact. Oh, Kim, gotta tell him anyway. Can't lie about it. I mean, we probably could. There's probably gonna be something we see where, like, the wife's like, no, don't bother doing this anymore. And if we tell him, he just ends up going against his wife's wishes because he thinks, oh man, my wife really wants that phasmid, even though she's clearly telling me she doesn't. We get these two. Let's not go back and talk to them again. I still feel like I'm supposed to be, like, I still feel like there should, let's see, what's up with the screen tearing? I still feel like there should be more over here, not just a dead body. Am I crazy? I feel like we're forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I guess once we do this, we can head back and do some of the quests I had going that I didn't end up doing. Why is that bugged out? Streamlabs is like bugging out for me. Oh, it's probably because it's in the red. That's lovely. Idiot, someone fill a pit with money. Can we do more phone? No, let's not do more phone calls. That was fun. That was fun last time, but I already finished up the church. The church is all done aside from that one conceptualization check I have to do. Why am I in the red all of a sudden? That really bothers me. Hold on. Was the girl the one that's in the building? Yeah, probably. 'Cause she's the only little girl I think that lives in here. Hey there, little missy. Just found a mute helmet, an invisible cryptozoological monstrosity. Hello, mister. The net picker's daughter waves at you. I heard there was a girl here with armored gloves. Is that you? Oh, she looks alarmed. I had gloves, very big ones, heavy too. Where did you get these gloves? Found them when Lammy and I were playing hide and seek. It's an empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there. She doesn't want you to think she stole them. And where are the gloves now? She pouts. I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid. She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye, as though searching for confirmation. We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business. He enunciates the last two words carefully. Oh. She doesn't seem to understand, but Lieutenant Stone has conveyed to her the important part. They're in my sandcastle. She points somewhere outside. Behind her house, under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. Aw. Bye. The girl's large eyes, curious eyes, remain fixed on you. I think that was everything in this palace, right? Yeah. Well, at least we get the gloves now. I think all we have left is the helmet, which, once again, we're still pretty mixed on where that could be. You all pointed out to me last time that Kuna might have been lying about the helmet part. I could have sworn he was being serious on that one and he threw it in the fucking ocean. Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you, which must have been a vast underground catacomb network. Broken. The little castle? The lieutenant smiles a little. The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it slip into such decrepitude. Reaching the catacombs upon the shiny object. Yeah, there we go. We got the gloves. The walls and the floors give way to the giant's greed. Collapse and present you with a pair of cinematic gauntlets. Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front. That's not what you said about my boots, Kim. Jeez. We weren't very happy about those. Ooh, +2 interfacing? I know, I'll take that actually. They don't look good at all. Those do not look like they work well at all. Oh my god. Those look really bad with the... They look really ugly with the turncoat on. Be a true kleptomaniac. Or be a kleptomaniac like a true gaming hero. Well, we almost have all the armor, so I'm pretty content with that. Oh yeah, that's right. Encyclopedia gives passives, but -2 suggestions. Still kind of sucks. Even Kim is doing into the armor collecting now. I think I wanted to put another point in. Armor looks like shit. It's great. It does look fucking awful though. I wonder if I put another thing in the conceptualization. Right, because isn't that what, actually, wait, what was the, check? Where was the, oh, joy. Who had, wasn't there one in the church, or am I crazy? It was logic. Right, we got another point in logic.
Yes?
Wait, why am I talking to Kim? Or do we? I'll put back up to double digits. Maybe I don't need that. I do have a lot of logic-based clothing, so maybe I don't need to worry about that. I'm not sure what I want to put a point into. Let me go back to map. Yeah, conceptualization was for the wall. That's what I was mistaking it for, and we already did that last part. The mirror. We still haven't done that. Trash container. Was that the one right here? We already did that one, I thought. Well, I guess we could go back to choice and do that. Well, the problem is with logic with this one, we need to know what the pail is, and we don't have that yet. Ah, yeah, suggestion, lovely. Oh no, that's right. Oh, well, I know what I'm putting up. Actually, wait. Damn it. I forgot about that. Damn it. It's like I love this stupid passive, but or the name, but God, is it so bad that it gives me -2 suggestion. I'm very tempted to forget it. Like how, like when it says encyclopedia passives give you +10 experience and 2 real, does that mean like? I'm so tempted to get rid of it. Because I'm very curious what it means by the encyclopedia passives. Does that mean if I get a passive that buffs my encyclopedia, it'll give me +10 XP and +2 real? Or does it mean every time I do... How could you forget? It's Humpty Dumpty Dumb. You can't forget it. It's so bad. No, I want to know what this first one means. Like, does this... I really want to know... I can't go back to this. God damn it. Fine, I won't get rid of it. You all suck. I think I'll just save my skill point then. I think we will go into Everard. We gotta talk to Everard because we'd have to let him know we mailed the signatures. And we'll risk talking to the scab leader since we know he's one of the mercs. I really wanted to do the suggestion when we try to get that one woman to go on a date with us. Because I'm sure that won't end poorly whatsoever. I'm saying forget it, because even if Harry forgets, you won't. You'll carry that knowledge with the rest of your life. Humpty Dumpty Tom Center. Oh god, that stupid conversation. If we run into one more suggestion thingy, can we go on a date with Kim? And that date is investigating a murder? What do you mean? Haven't we been on a date this entire time? I thought we were. Kim, we're on a date, right? This is a date, isn't it? If I say you're cute, will you consider this a date? Alright, I'm gonna save here, because, what's her name did warn us that, this would be a little bit of a dangerous thing to do.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines? Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have to talk like that around here, you understand? It just has to be said that that was not a convincing line. Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. That didn't sound too convincing. Fucking loincloth. He stares you down mutely for a second. Loincloth. Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense. Is there a tribunal being conveyed by any chance? Fucking bug. Breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready. How about you fuck off now, huh? Okay. Of course. The lieutenant says, his voice soothing calm. He looks at you. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. So he's trying to get his rights to work dance back on. I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Don't think so. He grunts, barely glancing at it. Suddenly this feels like a really, really bad idea. Oh boy. was on your colonel. Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Gray eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. You see dead flesh and colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair. After a while, he cranes his head side to side and sighs. Fucking loincloths really did him in. Can you tell me what the tattoos mean? What it means, he points to one tiny star in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost to his stomach. In what must have been Seminin. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. He squints at it. It's so small. You want to hear what happened here? Yes. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. At Van Autal 41, monsoon season. It's on a reconnaissance mission. Van Autal. Ah, so it is this. Okay, so it is this. That's very tempting to keep now. So whenever we pass an encyclopedia check, we get 10 experience and 2 real. That's actually pretty worth it. The -2 suggestion sucks, but considering how often we had encyclopedia checks, that's pretty good. Manetao is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminoese archipelago, near the Pale. Although, to be honest, I probably would have wanted the Wompty Dump Center. I probably would have wanted that passive a lot sooner, considering how often we use encyclopedia. Especially during the beginning, that would be pretty good. It was an anchor point for the Seminoese nationalists and a proxy war held by the Islanders' territory. We spent a month behind enemy lines scouting kept villages, nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talks of switching employers. As if drunk Sunday. Some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off. Don't interrupt him. Our boy is only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon, this place gets strangely quiet. Long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper. At dawn, he comes up on 2 kips, breeding in the bushes by the river. Maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were making an eye at each other. I'd like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was... I don't like where this is going. I don't know if I want to continue this. We all know where this is going. Is this even useful? I'm like honestly really debating whether or not I want to see this. Like, we need the info, but, like, ignoring gameplay, I really just don't want to see where this is going, because I know where it's going. Oh, game, why? I understand it's meant to be dark and graphic. Fuck. I don't know if I want to read this. I'm gonna regret doing this. I'm just, yeah. Nope, I'm not reading that. Nope. I'm gonna ignore that. It's a word on the tip of your tongue. You're free to read that if you want. I'm not reading that. Colorless, odorless, it's... You were there? No, I was somewhere else. That was just a guess. As to what this little 1 star in his belly might mean, I'm just a bouncer. Not really a scab leader, are you? Fucking mask getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off, but he's under orders, and orders are orders. Can I have it back? Go ahead. Turns toward the gate slowly and yells. Alright now. Free commerce. Keep the goods flowing. On a photo in the hand, dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Glittering his dead skin. I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna read that, I'm sorry. No, I'm good. You'd have to pay me to read that, and even then I wouldn't do it. Alright, let's go talk to Everard and let him know we technically did, but we didn't because we're tricking him with the envelope. So I don't know if it's just me, but when we first started playing this, back during like when I was still debating on whether or not I wanted to record it or streamed, I was fully expecting Disco Elysium to have combat in it. I completely missed the part in the description where it talks about how there's no combat in this game. This is entirely like dialogue, thought process, and checks and whatnot. I honestly was like expecting Everard to like pull out a gun on us, and we would have to like fight him like Fallout style, like early Fallout game style. Wait, what? Wait, where did that thought come from? Whatever.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
I see where Kuno beats the shit. Kuno beats the shit out of you. Kuno's got like max and unarmed combat and just absolutely wrecks your shit. It's done to mail the signatures you asked me to mail. The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful, simply wonderful, Harry. He claps his hand together like a child who's been offered cotton candy. Of course, I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinet a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle, You're inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitaragi. He nods to the lieutenant, smiling broadly. We can talk about anything. The strike, the martyr, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. Who knows actually Sans? Is it a coincidence they both have 4 letters? Oh my god, Manji, don't push it! You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him. Can I get my gun now? Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. Fine. Where is it? An old woman has it. And let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out. This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. Only described as terrifying. That's right, but we don't know where he is. We were told she was on the opposite side of the basin, but I haven't seen her yet, unless it's the... Oh my god, is it gonna be the woman that I keep joking about how we're gonna go on a date with her? Is she the one who has my gun? Because didn't they say, like, she was terrifying? Wasn't that one of her descriptors? How, like, people don't mess with her because she carries that sword around? Maybe she bought the gun to also protect herself from men? Oh, no. I think that's where it is. I think she has it. I don't think we talked to her since I found out about where our gun is. So the gun's still with the one who bought it from Roy. Yeah, it's the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. He smiles, shakes his hand in wonderment. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway. The one who had the sword, or whatever, that we tried to flirt with, she was by the docks. She was literally, I think, the first person we talked to when we crossed the shore. Or crossed the water gate. The neighbor of this old woman contacted my men, because they trust me in a debardeurs union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. Actually, wait, that doesn't sound like it. Is it? I don't know. She was waving it around at people? As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. He smiles. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt. You might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out. Who is this old woman? Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. Well, she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs. Okay, that's definitely not her then. There it is again. The Pigs. Like Roy said. Not good at all. I, for one, find it refreshing finally to see someone calls themselves a pig. A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth. Can you set up a meeting? I already have. He holds out his index finger. Tonight, starting 22 o'clock. Near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk. A little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, he claps his hands. Back to the fun stuff. I swear this went to, like, a kind of fat businessman to me attempting to do Joker from Dark Knight. I forgot the name of the actor who played Joker. She'll be there from 2200 to 2 o'clock. Heath Ledger, thank you. More fun stuff. He looks at you. Seems like we already had fun stuff to do. Did you order the hangman killed? Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that. Oh no. Why are you so fat? Glad you asked. I got my type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids. He wags his finger at you. Good job, too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics. What did you gain from him being dead? Why, a war, of course. And what do you have to gain from a war? A victory, Mr. Kitaragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. Oh my god, both sides. I was right. I don't know if I said this before. I think I did. But both sides literally just want a war. They just want to fight. That's all they want. Because they think they can win, and they think they'll... And the only people who are going to suffer from this are the common man. Everart's not going to suffer. What's-her-name on the boat's not going to suffer. Oh my god. You bunch of fucking assholes. Fat and ugly. I mean, the only thing you can do is a fat and ugly person. A politician. I mean, look at our examples in the U.S. I mean, what? Sorry, let's eat something. Have you heard about what 2 giant Serenades hornets can do to an entire bee of colonies? They destroy it. I have. That's a great story, Harry. Do you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies. He crosses his hands contently, thinking of the interior temperature of the wasp rising. That is true, I do know that. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinet. With all these unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring these guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. Yeah, everyone hates them, except ultra-liberals maybe, which happens to be me. You're not an ultra-liberal, Harry. Get the fuck out of here. Don't... He smiles warmly. I also got an achievement for that. Why is this connected to the strike? Harry, there is no strike. Only war. Class war. Or in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. He pauses to rub his chin. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we don't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people. And fuck Wild Plains. Literally. Not figuratively. I'm going to take my big fat... I can't say that serious. I can't continue that. I was gonna continue that, but I just kept holding back a giggle. So that's why. Oh god. So that's why you haven't let Joyce in. Yes. It's also why I can't let that midget Galmont go. He's too nice, I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance. What? Tits from her asshole. It's a local saying. Actually, no. It's not. Why are you telling me your plans? Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. He's looking at the swordfish clocks and nods. It's already happening. Do you know who killed the hangman? No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everclear. Couldn't have done it without him. He really doesn't know. A guy, huh? How do you know it's a guy? I don't. I told you it could have been his mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob, or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know. I don't want to confront him, because then I feel like that'll give away that we may have fucked him over. This is pointless, because we know the Union didn't do anything. Yeah, I feel like that's all we need to know. Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinet and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Departeurs Union. Suddenly there's sadness in his tone. This, he points to you, then himself, has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together. But if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade. What? He smacks his forehead, completely flabbergasted. Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? Your action appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly. No, I'm not. The man rubs his temple and closes his eyes in pain. You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him. I trust you, like I trust all my friends. I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to moon me. So I'll do what you want, and let's change the subject. He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy. Thank you for understanding. Lieutenant looks him in the eye. We will continue to do what we must. You too, Lieutenant. He chuckled suddenly. You know, I like you, but you were never my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry. Just like my fat Harry. God damn it, why do I keep jumping back to that? Wait, so we were still on the drug trade thing? I thought we finished that. Joyce, the company representative. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. He adjusts a button on his sleeve. I hope you're getting along. One thing I must make very clear, Harry, is that this is not just some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Just pals? We're all trying to do what's best for Martinet. His smile widens. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are good friends, and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy. Why haven't you let her in to see you? If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would, and I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that. I told Joyce that I met you. It's perfectly okay. Even if you doubt everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine. What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gallant? What do you mean, Harry? The big man sounds annoyed. Nothing. I let him go. He made concessions with for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go? He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. He looks down at his eyes. God knows how long he's got left. You called him a midget. Harry, he exclaims indignant, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget. What? You're a midget, Harry. Abruptly, he smiles and changes his tone. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. Stop adjusting your portrait. Stop it. Alright. Oh. Of course, Harry. Let me just make something perfectly clear. It's perfectly okay to share anything you would discuss here with this Joyce. It is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she's doing, and I have myself nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this, he makes an all-encompassing gesture, is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. I almost said cock, that would have been funny. Tell her about how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. I don't mind. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Give her my number. It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling about her right now. I have no idea what my height is, because I don't care about my height. I never have. Although I think I shared my recent story. It was like a couple weeks ago about how I was for some reason called a midget. It was really awkward because I wasn't really sure because I'd never been called that my entire life. Can I open this yet? Oh wait, wait a minute. Wait. Speaking of recent things, I'm working with a man whose name is literally 1 letter away from Larry Bud. Driving me crazy. Wait. What? Oh my god, we got it on the first try. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. Hello? Is anybody in there? The door stands silent. Satisfied detective. Hutz? Is his last name Hutz? Or Mutz? I'm thinking Hutz or Mutz. A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face. Try again. Hey, there's someone in there. I'd like to talk to you. Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door. Mega rich light bending guy. From deep within the container of voice. Ahoy! Come on in. The smile disappears. You can't be serious. Kim's just like, wait, what? Oh my god, what did we just book into? Whoa! 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 What?
Yes?
What? Kim, you have nothing to say on this. On the fabric of space just being distorted in front of us. What is happening? Why does it do that? The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for a review. Squint. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. Seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Try to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In a general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter. What's going on here? Welcome! What? There's no voice actor. Welcome, welcome. Not too much, actually. Just pleasantly surprised to have some company today. You can't hear him, exactly. Yet you're able to understand every word he says. It's very strange. A overwhelming hum covers everything. The voice doesn't escape from him. Now, he claps his hands together. Well, what can I do for you, gentlemen? What you can see of his body appears composed. In sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you? Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. There's genuine surprise in his voice. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodar, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. Who are you? Mr. Diodar, I am Kim Kitsuragi of the Elysium, and this is my partner, Harry Dubois. Harrier Dubois? Also, I love how Kim doesn't seem to comment on anything that's happening, despite the fact that I am completely gone and his face is slowly distorting into the void. Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois, he says warmly. I must admit, your name suits you well. How did you become so rich? The man chuckles. To be perfectly blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who, herself, was an extremely high-net-worth individual back in Grod. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill to not blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy. And blow. What? 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 What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual? Cocaine. Oh. The man extils with blows cocaine. Okay, thank you. I was very confused. The man extils with a whistle. I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You gotta work hard because everything is so darn expensive. You know, price increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. Okay, Manji. Cool, I don't even have any interesting replies. One would imagine living such a high net worth existence is overwhelmingly excited, but yes, as you now see, it can sometimes stun you with its boredom. What are you doing in this container? Traveling! This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me a lot of time to think. By the way, let me ask you a question. Where are we exactly? The very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Suriname, precursor of modern Sarleclef, used to own the big city of Revachol. An obscure detail in bigger picture, but still worth dropping. We're in Revachol, formerly a colony of the kingdom of Suriname. Fellow history buff, I myself am currently reading up on Nigerian era trains. Very interesting stuff. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. So you travel. Wait. Why don't you help them? You got so much money it can't make a difference to you. There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and I never seem to do anything interesting with it. Except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have any desire for spending it like that. So you travel from place to place being shipping container. Smart? No. It always provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, hail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while, a bit bourgeois. Yeah, it sounds pretty tiresome. That was not a yawn I meant to do on purpose. Don't get me wrong, they're nice things. Once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space becomes much more important than material goods. He speaks from the heart. Did his light change? He has different problems compared to low net worth individuals such as yourself. For example, no problems at all. Aha, so you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle? What? Oh, I didn't say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. The vending light appears to wink. Oh my god, look at our real. Hold up. Look at... What happened to our money? I wish we were this rich. I could buy like 1,000,000 lamps. I wish this was real. Wait, is there any other weird stuff that's going on in here? Wait, hold up. What's map say? Damn it. I'm like looking now for really weird stuff. Damn it, I'm not. Oh my god. This has me very curious about what stuff can happen. You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money? I don't see how it's appropriate for a representative of the law to ask someone for money. This shines a bad light on the RCM if you catch my meaning. Come now. There's even a scent of corruption here. I'm merely being polite, so let me check my pockets. As you may know, us high-net individuals do not have a lot of cash on us. Investments of liquidity of our enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here's 3 real. How much can you get for this? It gets me almost nothing. That's the idea, my friend. You've got to work out the rest. Oh my god. We're gonna leave and it's gonna be like day 8. Maybe you can make money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound? Thank you for stopping by. If you ever have an idea you want to pitch to me, I'm all ears. Wow. So someone's been a little boring. What? Yes, my standard liege. Someone's been all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take a boring one. The regular, please. The brown. I like brown. Of course you do. And maybe some black shoes or a pristine white shirt to go with that. It's official. My lord's Copo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax. Wait. What? Wait. This will be my Copo type now? Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits. Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic. Alright, I want to see what we can do here. Show him your sick snake. Okay, let's, Wait, what was it? The check we had to pass? Conceptualization? Okay. We gotta see which ones we have. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Already have bad enough we already have. So little conceptualization. I think that's the only one, isn't it? Okay. Alright. Give me money. Wow, that changed a lot. Deploying Han concept buzzword generator. All systems functional. Ready to engage in 3, 2, 1. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovate, and focus on what matters most. The children. Think of the children! You should invest in a youth center. A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center? A place to teach them practical skills like teamwork and self-discipline. Come on, tell him once he wants to hear. One who inspired future leaders of tomorrow to public service. The man thinks for a moment. I like that you're thinking about the future, but couldn't the center have a more economic focus? One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families. Brilliant. We'll have children who will be there to buy stuff in the future. Wait, what? Yes, and if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or a private equity firm. When life closes a door, it opens a door. Yes. What's the expected return on this? Highly educated, work ready. Human capital ready to be directed toward any number of your vast interests. You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work. Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. Thank you. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? 100? Here's a round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept. Oh my god. Here's a round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground. What'll it be? Speed? Vodka? Cigarettes? Thank you for placing your unwavering trust in me. Remember, it's not a handout, it's an investment, and I expect to see returns. Lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes again. Kim, are you alright? Yes, I'm alright. He pauses to compose himself. Can we get going now? We got 100 real just from that. That is that's perfect. I have to wonder what would happen if you failed that one. Damn though, how much was the whatchamacallit again? The lamp? What was this again? Oh, right, that was unimportant. I'm in the green now, Red, so I think it might be on your end this time. Contact Mike seems like it'd be really bad. I feel like Contact Mike will end up being like, if you're a physical focused character, that'll probably be the good one for you. I don't know if I want that though. Where do we go now though? I feel like oh wait, never mind, that's not true. We can go talk to Class J, which I believe was the woman at the hotel. Problem is though, suggestion's gonna probably be a big play in that. Come on now. Go down. Go down, Boyle. Actually, wait. Let's see if we can drop any bottles off. I also gotta click one of those. Oh, how you doing, dear? Eh. This is all the other stuff, right? Yeah. Unimportant nuances. Oh! We'll just do this like once, and if we fail, we fail. The girl delves into her magazine, hair covering her face, vision obscured. Cannot see her hand. Try to grab a package. Any of them. Slip it up your sleeve, man. Oh no! I said don't let it fall out with a thump. What did you do? Did you... The girl stares at the package lying on the floor. Looks a little sad as it lies on the dusty floor. I mean, I didn't just see a middle-aged man try to steal a 4 real raincoat, did I? Don't judge me. I needed it for an official police investigation. Really? A plastic poncho? Lieutenant sighs and looks away. Clerk stares at you, but it doesn't say a thing for a moment or two. She's like 14! You're humiliated in front of a minor! What's wrong with you, son? I mean, it doesn't even cost that much. Like, why would you want to fuck with Frit over something like this? She says fuck with Frit like it's a saying. Or like she's quoting someone. Maybe you can ask her about this later. Fucking with Frit is dangerous, you know. She scratches her cheek. Just leave it there. I'll put it away later. Honestly, I forgot about these. Okay, well, that's all I needed. I just wanted to see what would happen. I am still not getting anything for viewer. There we go, now it's popping up. So, I kept not being able to see the chat through OBS itself. I had to look at it, what it was displaying right here. So, like, what you guys see on screen, that's the only part I could look at. For some reason, OBS wasn't actually showing it, so I just refreshed chat, so I had to do that, because that was really annoying. Hopefully that will fix it. What the frick? $4. Wait a minute. Is this the smoker dude? Hey, Gendarme. Another rendezvous? There he is again. The smoker on the balcony! Right here in the whirling in rags! You're here! I am. So are you. What brings you here? I met your Sunday friend. You did? Small smile adorns his face. And how'd you like him? You're right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic. I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. Who is he? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, Gendarme. He smiles, and its smile seems melancholic. He who can always return. Return where? To his opportunities in the Occident. Sur la cliff. Still. He breathes in and keeps his lungs filled for a moment before letting it out. His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it the money? I don't know. He stares at the bar. Well, we already know this. We already know that. Okay. We don't need to bother asking about that. So what are you doing here? Admiring the atmosphere. He smiles. What about you, officer? I came here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on. Well, here's to you. He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink. Froth grazing his mouth. That's composure? Hold up. Let's see if I have any composure. I don't think I do. That's the only problem. I think composure is one of those ones that, oh wait, never mind. Here we go. Not seeing anything else. That's pretty bad. Yeah, never mind. And we can see how much this changes it, but I don't think it's really that worth it. Yeah, 28. I mean, that's pretty good. Do we have a point? I might put a point in composure. Yeah. What is that, up to 5? Fuck it. Is that worth it? I don't know. It probably isn't. It's probably going to be another stupid check that doesn't actually do anything except give us like a few experience. Could he be a member? Oh, for fuck's sake! Why? Please don't be rude about this. Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Guys, this was super obvious. Dude, please don't make this. Please don't be rude about it. I swear. Please don't be a dick about this. This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around, become involved. Wait, what? Just pointing it out, we might not be talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up. This is either gonna go really bad or really hilarious. There is no in between. Are you a part of the homosexual underground? The homosexual underground? The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes blinded with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lip. Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Yes, I want to hear more about this homosexual underground you're a part of. Oh, my lord. Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub-Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night, Saturday night, and even sometimes Friday night. What about Thursday night? Oh, or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end, carries on to our daily life. He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. But why do you convene? What do you do? Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last thing people in Revachol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circle of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. Wait, what? I'm assuming he's fucking with us, because we literally called him being gay as, like, a cult. So he's just kind of fucking with us, right? Does it have anything to do with disco? Yes, we also listen to a lot of disco. Sometimes we engineer disco to spread our vision of a what is that word? Vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We're going to change the family unit with all the razzmatazz and finger dancing. He wiggles his hands, and with mysteries, of course. The mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric. I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it. You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. Whether it's already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. What time does this game take place in? What if I can't remember when I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life, aside from the fact that I like disco? Beautiful. The smoker crawls up to you like an animal preparing to jump. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows? Maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all that has been repressed. He circles his hands around you. I have to say, you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very, I can't understand what's going on here look. This is going to be like a 24-hour mind project for me. 24 hours at the least. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so that definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was really worried they were going to... Well, I mean, they kind of played it off as a joke, but... I was really worried where that was going. They've already shown... I mean, to this guy's credit, it does make sense he would want to hide it a little bit. Mainly because it is the world we live in now, kind of, in a sense. And also how many, like, racist, fascist pricks we've seen in Revachol, so it makes sense. He would want to hide that. Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. Magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol levels. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to do this, though, to get my morale up. Oh, so the real Disco Elysium was the gay underground cult all along. I feel like I just read that, but... I still think that was that worth it, though. That was probably not a worthwhile thought process. Is this guy new? That guy feels new.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
I forgot his voice. Is that the fascist?
Oh, sweetie. I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
No, Gary was the fascist. I'm just doing my job, man. Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. She hands you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special. The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's the shape of an avian skull, with 8 eyes. You never told me you've seen the Phasmid. Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense! Your description of Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right. Azrain thinks it's important. How did you get the size? Oh my god.
You were a child, my dear. Really, it's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on, tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant readies his familiar notebook. Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden... What happened? I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. I stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded, like some antique toy. She shakes her head. I've never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature. I didn't know this could happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering over me. She looks at you. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. Did you follow it? I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. It was just standing there, knee deep in mud, looking around me. Where did you go? Don't go. Then what? I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. She chuckles. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a toy. Yo, you were so high. For years, it was a story I told at parties, when I went to impress boys, that sort of thing. She brushes her hair back. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date, can you imagine? She tells me of a story of one of the most detailed reports of the Insulindian Phasmid I ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the color. How some of its limbs were white like marble.
He breathes excitedly.
It matches perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing.
I finally rewatched the second part of the series, and the only number for a year given in 51.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
He looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wild smile on his face. Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. He answers for her. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it? It's hard to tell how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case. What if it is the case? Kim, what do you think of this? I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am. He closes his notes and gives a simple smile. No, we're not going to say she imagined it. You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it. Whenever I get one. It's just... She sighs. Such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm. And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere. Can I talk to you now?
Haha, nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea, and I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty or disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks. The man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more. He's still glad his friend stood up for him. So I checked all the traps. Good. Okay. And one of them was empty. Completely empty. The cryptozoologist's eyes grew wide. Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmids. Locusts, but no phasmid either. That's not ideal, but... He rubs his chin. The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into somehow? I definitely left that one stocked. Right from the campsite? The old woman's face lights up. It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought. She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them. Of course, the lieutenant whispers to himself. More clever. Yes, the Phantasmodia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure. His companion sighs. Another trip to the reeds. I don't even remember what voice I gave this prick. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid. Of course, be sarcastic. You misinterpret your words. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay? Actually, no. His tone changes. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news, too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Society Cryptozoological Repertoire is yours. Heartfelt gratitude? Why does that feel like closure? What really happened? Thank you. It's been an honor. He says with a straight face and turns to you. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but... Insulted morale. Lovely. Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity? Ooh, we got 2 here. Oh, it only takes 2 hours, or 8 hours? I see mysterious strangers tonight, leaning us in what's going on? It's people. Oh yeah, now we're doing this. Okay, what was the clothing? +1 Inland Empire, +1 Felician. Not that good. And what is it we had now? We have +2 drama. Debating on this one. Where'd my good coat go, by the way? Was it a pinball maker one? I forgot. It was. Might keep that one on, but we also need to get our boots back on. Yeah, suggestion we don't want to keep down as much as we have. Alright, let's save and put... Oh my.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you again.
I swear if I lose on this one... There's really no point in manipulating anyone. You're chummy. Just go on and ask. Hey, Lena, I'd really like to hear about some of those juicy cryptids you've studied. Could you tell me about a couple? Oh, I'd be delighted. Is this bird a cryptid? No, it's the cryptid. Wow, the cryptid. Manji, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. I want to time you out so bad right now. Just 2 clicks. Take 2 clicks. Oh, yes. The small silvery skull shines in your fingers. Its beak sharp. Okay, what is this bird? The hit-eyed Terator, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 350 years ago. 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said, until... Mutation? All of evolution is mutation. I fucked up his voice. Until it was sighted by a renowned Gotwaldian explorer and naturalist Plantenwalk in 21. This round might seem a bit dubious. Your own catalog comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing. I'd like to hear about this sighting. Oh god, this is going to be a time waster, isn't it? It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Umaral Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenwalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm. And Umaral is? The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Uric Desert, an ancient riverbed, completely dried up. Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Paracarnesus. He was lost without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great blackbird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then the bird would dive down to feed on animal carcasses somewhere on the horizon, but by the time Ooh got there, the territory had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times. Is this just a vulture who was following it? Sounds like a vulture. Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenwalk followed the Territorn until they reached a great canyon wall, where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with its head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers of the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist. Then the Territorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes. 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider, and the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer, but I'm regretting doing this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did I ask? I should have just been like, okay, we got the encyclopedia. The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Rue spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away. Mind-controlling bird? Fuck yeah. Absolutely, sweetie. She smiles. Glad you agree. Cryptozoologists have been tracking it ever since. Boom Rao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets. Modern radio telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade latest. This one I liked. Lieutenant puts down his notes. Not only does it have 8 eyes and is a living fossil and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control. He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it. At least Kim enjoyed it. So it's never been seen again. Sadly, yes. But there have been numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls in Ilmara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Paracarnassian Imperial Eagle. Oh my god, this woman's making me yawn. That is hard to pass off as a coincidence. The Imperial Eagle, too, had 8 eyes. Not really, it's just a stylization. The way they drew eyes, it's not a zoological drawing. Very, very hard. I mean, we at least forget the fuck. Oh my god. Can we hear about the ones with the Golden Beagle and Pog monsters? Okay, we're gonna. That's yeah, that's a thing.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of a new trap.
Okay, good. Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken, most likely in the hands of a young person, and small enough to fit inside the trap too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno. I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts. Oh boy, a little hooligan. But what would a child want with bugs? A shadow of worry passes over the woman's face. Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects, almost as though they love to torment old folks. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up. Delinquents, my favorite. Doesn't sound like it's really his favorite. Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whenever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close. The man turns to his companion. But I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play Zuzurati, but no more field trips for me. After this is your last chance to talk to Gary. Really, Gary? The woman's voice is a little shaken suddenly. We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play Suzerainty, but... Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I don't know the mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really. But I need a bath, and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run. No need to apologize, Gary. You've been more than helpful. Women will take a rain check on our game of Susan Ray today, though. We're gonna follow this through. The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on. Do we even have a reason to talk to Gary? I guess this is like...
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
I guess if you couldn't figure out he has the armor.
Officers.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like your last chance to get the armor from him, because he's gonna leave otherwise. The theme on that pinball machine is standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavor cigarettes. What are its hallmarks? Why am I not getting points for this? I wish I was getting money for this. Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come home and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned onto it. Wait, where do I get such a crown? Comes free with a 6-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. Or the words, oh my god. The words Roy d'Or are stamped onto the crown's plastic. The idea of a king and century gone is pretty fascinating. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, long after 50 years. Okay, that was a pointless blip. Oh boy, time to talk to Kuno again. I gotta talk to Red's garbage child.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Hi, Kuno. We wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts. No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs. So he knows locusts are bugs. Okay, that was pretty funny. Rhetoric's like, oh, so he's intelligent enough to know what a bug is. Oh my god. I told you that shit is lame. Shut up, C. I'm gonna take you to lame prison. Sounds like she's about to cry of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness. You kids are in trouble. Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up. Kuno's not gonna say anything about his lawyer present. There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Well, at least we know to immediately go check his shack. We haven't been in here in a while. I remember thinking this was gonna be something big, but really it's just Kuno's a disgusting vagrant. That seems really mean to say. It's crawling with locusts in here. All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of shack has been shaped into mounds of mud dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants? Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. Lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you. Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is the subcase of the imaginary insect case. So, at least that's going well. Yes, precisely what I was thinking. Yes, he nods. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. You think Insulini and Phasmid is nearby? If anything, the presence of locusts points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist. He shrugs. But what do I know? Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The Phasmid is impairing your judgment. I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You're doing just fine. Kim is congratulating you for solving this case. He's trying positive reinforcement. Hope he'll solve the hanging case. Because he really wants me to solve the main case so we can be done with this. He's just like, please solve this case. I want to go home. I really do not like these kids.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Yeah, Kuno took the bug, so what? So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you. I was really hoping it would be the Reed Phasmid that ate the locusts, not you, Kuno. Yeah, well, Kuno's got all you got, bitch. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then why'd you go build a whole bug town? It's not bug town, it's a city of locusts, he says, enunciating every syllable. Locusts ain't the bug shit. They come out of the sky like fucking shadows. Shit descends. Stop! She wails from behind the fence and buries her face in her hands. You stop. Not like a fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage. There's a tug of war over the name of the fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eye twitching from discomfort. Kuno secretly gets kidnapped by wolves in the wood, becomes an entomologist. Why does that sound familiar? He has a sudden interest in bugs. Bugs are his only friends. Red, secretly Kuno. Secretly Kuno is Gonta. He said that's Gonta is now secretly your trash child. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent. What are you, some kind of artist now? Maybe I am, he says, looking you straight in the eye. Kuno could kick Gunda's dumbass. Did you just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno. Hold on. Did I hear you right? You said I. Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says what the fuck he wants. There are no rules around here, pig. He steps closer. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch. This is what he sometimes does things when this is what he sometimes does when things get tense. Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. Oh my god, Kuno. He's gonna make you totally lame, like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno. Yeah, fuck you, see. Kuno be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself to a pig if he wants. Kuno can make... Oh my god. I'm so tired of saying Kuno. Kuno can make himself to a... Kuno doesn't give a shit. Make himself to a pig, Kuno. You have to take me away. A leaden silence fills the yard. Yeah, it depends on the choices you make, young girl. Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is at a loss for words. He's turned completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use Darth's momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone. What do you think about art? We need to internalize an actual art degree first. I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. I don't give a shit. I don't need a locust anyway. Shit's all lame anyhow. He turns towards the fence. C was right. The girl's face appears again above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. I don't know whether to be glad because Kuno was finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I. I didn't even notice that he did say that. What does the City of Locusts mean? It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Feels shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. He turns his head up to face the heavens. Pig, he says finally, lowering his gaze to meet yours. Really shouldn't fuck with Kuno City. That's all fucking lame. So, what's gonna happen to the locusts? Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. Okay, well, that's settled. How better off then? Fuck are they trying to catch anyway? The traps. Insolinian Phasmid. Huh? He mutters to himself. He recognizes the name. Wait, so you know what the Insolinian Phasmid is? Bitch, this ain't Kuno, is no shit, he says angrily. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit. There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction. Are we actually gonna find a Phasmid in this game? Hold up.
Fuck this cunt!
Shut up, Kuno. Oi, girl.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Okay, never mind. What was the point of that? Okay, so I guess that was pointless. I need a cookie. My Chips Ahoy box is like a little too far away. I want a cookie. I'm like really hungry for a cookie right now. Do I grab the cookie?
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. Promised to stop stealing locusts. Cryptozoologist pursed his lips. So it was just a kid. He looks crestfallen. Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again. She acts chipper, but something changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yes, you're right. We need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll inspect the traps one more time, and maybe we can...
The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit. He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience is given away. She looks at him with a tender concern. Darling, I've told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Hide in the phasmid or admit defeat, people. Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you. You can. The lieutenant makes the show a suppressing a sigh. Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this, he wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really, it's too much, officer.
He starts coughing again. We're Malians. We're grateful for your help. She nods to her husband.
Here's a fresh backup.
Okay, that sound effect really bothered me. Ugh. Gave me chills down my spine.
Here's a fresh pack of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel, and thank you again. We'll definitely mention you, should us leave to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow, co-discovery? You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoveries. No question about it. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Grab something to munch on for the rest of the stream. So I'll be right back. Alright. I got some. I actually managed to grab the cookies. And, yeah, we used the bathroom quick. So sorry about that. Alright, we'll probably go for another hour. Or a little under an hour, probably. So what we gotta do is talk to traps. And then the gun is probably our next bet. Because I really want to check whether or not I'm right on my theory that, whatchamacallit, that, I can't speak for some reason, that our gun was what fired. No, wait, no, right, we already determined that wasn't what it was. Duh, I'm already forgetting facts. Good job, me. But we still do need to find that gun, which I have no idea where to go with that. Oh my goodness. No. No more thoughts. God, I still hate walking in this game. So this is FYI, this is who I thought had our gun. Because she mentioned how men were scared of her because she carries that sword around. That's what I thought they were talking about when they were talking about a scary woman with a gun. Well, apparently not. Right, what am I doing? It's too late, or it's too early. Oh my god. At least I can go refill the trap. I pulled a stupid on that one. So how many traps are we refilling? Are we just refilling the, just this one? Okay. Just looks an empty trap. Locust, days from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate their new surroundings. Not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here. Good, now that's done. When do you think we return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? He stops you. Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question. He doesn't want to, but if there's one more cryptozoological run around, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it. I wonder. If we go back to the other traps. Okay, never mind. Oh my goodness, we have to come all the way back. Why? Why is there no fast travel? This is easily my biggest complaint about this. It's just so silly how much we have to do running back and forth. Ooh, where am I going? Every time I see this, I think something important is here. I'm also trying to think what else we can do. Oh, right. I keep forgetting about Class J. Good job, man. Oh, that's my memory at work. Also, admittedly, a little tired. Oh, not what I thought it was. Thought I suddenly got an achievement. Just a notification. I'm really glad the notifications don't appear on stream. That would be quite annoying. Where is he?
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel? Thank you for doing that, dear. She manages to smile for you. Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's for some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in the reeds. I am sorry, dear. You've had to trudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say. Her voice is shaky. What's going on? So, who's going to check the traps? Morale will eventually. Or we'll talk Gary into coming back out, perhaps. Lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. Doesn't say anything. We'll take care of it. That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I could see you're coming down with a cough yourself. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up. Lena, what's wrong? You seem different. Different how? The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. You've given up on the phasmid. I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now. And then... You're in doubt? About what? It's a strange feeling. She looks down, biting her lower lip. I haven't told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. And when a police officer asks, you must answer. You ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story. Or a dream? Seeing the Elysium phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about it whether it was real or not. But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone. Terrible sting in the heart. Regret. Oh. You're saying you made it up? No! At least, I don't think I did. Morel was so eager he believed my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence. And that I'm some queen of cryptozoologists that, for years, his belief made me believe too. But now we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds, looking for it. She shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes. What if I was just wrong? I think I was. The lieutenant opens his notebook but doesn't write anything. God damn it. I want to level this up. I don't want third. Oh, I really want to do this one just because this is... Damn it. But it has, hasn't it? Sea can only bear what's inside it. Lying as you've gotten this far, why stop now? You might be right, detective. She looks down at her legs. I was a paraplegic before we met. You didn't know one before I came in, on our first date. If I weren't the queen of cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story. She has to swallow to relax her throat. This keeps her from talking. Now I understand why you haven't told him about your doubts. She sighs. I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you won't have to know is, the Elysium phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life. Are there? Other things are pretty bad. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. I'm not sure of anything. She looks out to the window. Sometimes I still see it, you know. A real memory. Not the memory of the memory. But it's so hard to tell the two apart. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home to Jamrock. Before we are overstay our welcome with Gary. You do that. I'll check the traps one more time. Really? Oh, sweetie. She looks at you worried. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Can I have your address, just in case there's news? Okay. It's 113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but... A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it. Be careful out there, Lena. You too, sweetie. She flicks a switch and the engine on her chair turns into a whir. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it's turned out to be a waste of time, a dream, a lie. Like that, she drives off. Ow. That was loud. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the door, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows. We should go too. Wow, that was unnecessarily loud. I really did not like that. Have you two anything to say? We know you're from our station.
Yes? What is it?
Oh my god, I forgot about some of these. Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it? That was pretty good, Harry. She pokes the companion with an elbow. Wasn't it, Jean?
That was... Yeah, it was absolute shit. If you want my opinion. Drunken shit. I haven't wanted anything that was badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to.
Jean. She probably interjects, giving you a compassionate side glance. He's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it. She actually did! Okay, look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station? God damn it, you leave her alone! The man with the sunglasses snaps at you. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional, for fuck's sake. Can I actually help you with something? She looks at you, apologetically. Yes, of course, preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible. I was like, are these two just here to be pointless?
I can't believe this shit.
Okay, they are just pointless characters who apparently have no interactions with us. Aside from, I guess, a few experience here and there. Shut up, horse-faced woman. We're already with Kim. Hell yeah. We will never leave Kim, as a tip tells us how to leave Kim behind. Alright, let's go talk to Class J and try to see what she's hiding from us again. Goodness knows how many times we were like, oh yeah, she's hiding something from us. It's like, oh, is she really? Yep. We will never leave Kim until we need to steal some roots. Exactly. Alright, you. Anyway,
It's always good to see you.
something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, being here with you and what's to come. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened. I understand. She puts her coffee mug on the table. Just like that, no resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight. Chill, I'm the cool cop, remember? She cracks a weary smile. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out. This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. Oh, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush. I can't hear what she's saying. Why did you waste our time, then? I forgot that Volition's the only one who wants her to answer honestly. Because the Hardys, I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I got myself into. Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
The Hardy Boys are not the law. I am the law.
I know that. But the people around here... the lawbreaker, I just got the achievement. But the people around here, I don't see it that way. And if I'm to stay here, I need to get along with them. That's not a good enough reason. You're right. There's more. More? You answer to coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern. She reaches for a new cigarette. Briefly glancing over her shoulders to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay, and to the horizon, golden gray in the noonlight. What lies beyond it? The Pale, the Mundi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranye, the old world. Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? She nods. You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. She lights the cigarette. What's going on? What did you do? Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. There's a wince and a pained little smile. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This is an Ornier lit. Actually, this murder did have little to do with her. What's that have to do with... What did you do to have these people after you? It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even Ornier.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company, the kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting. He taps on his notebook.
I need the names of the companies involved, and who hired you.
Job was Luce-Dulin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Luce-Scap conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. But she really destroyed them. She still feels it. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Luce-Scap and their friends in the MI. She breathes out, heavily. Once you're done with the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Luce-Scap.
Wow, this dude, it's like, it does the -2 suggestion, but we've gotten so much experience from this that it's actually really working out.
Luce-Scap.
These people engineers financial disasters in second world countries. Their conglomerate also includes Bank of Consecration, Earberg, and the popular Papa Lolo line of dairy products. Papa Lolo! Yeah, Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. She smiles. Right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. I am. I'm a destroyer. People lost their jobs. Good people. Not just sea-suit assholes. And the way I got into accounting, she shakes her head at the thought. A lot of people got hurt, she concludes. But that's just more of my shit that you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. I can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more. What did you do? She looks down into your eyes. One of them killed himself because of me. That's not easy to deal with. How do you deal with anything? It's all just... She looks at you with pleading eyes. How do you do it? I don't either. There you have it. She's already almost devoured a cigarette she just lit, and looks at it sadly. The way of the warrior. Around her, a drop in atmospheric pressure. Not long from now, it will get dark, and the air will start moving fast, circling the box she stands on. She's already in prison here for what happened. She is prepared to never leave, even after this death. Is that really all she was hiding? What happened here the night he died? We were there. She points to the window. The silhouette of the bed is visible. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. Oh god, we're really doing this. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. She breathes out. A moment's silence. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. A great pain moves through her. A dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it. I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me. Wait a minute. So this gunshot came... So he was shot right then and there in her bedroom. Wouldn't that mean he had to have been, like, to be shot from there, he would have had to have The killer would have had to have been at an equal level, right? Then what happened? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You don't have to continue if you don't want to. No, I want to. Let's get this done. It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with. He waits for her to continue. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor there. She points toward the window. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides. Then she continues. I waited for the second shot to come, for me. I thought there would be one. It never came. Sorry this happened to you. So am I. She looks down. Her figure has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one. What time was this? When did it happen? It could help us if you could be as precise as possible. 11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight. That's okay. Were you inebriated? Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking. Wait. Titus said she was journeying her jaw off. Much more than usual. Titus said you looked pretty high. Oh yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head. Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset. Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this? No. What did you do then? Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I had some clothes on and crawled back up. Drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room into the hallway. Down the stairs, I knew there would be people there. Run, woman! Run past them and into the street where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection as far as you can. Wait, why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now? I already ran. I ran from the entire Isla. There is. I can't run any farther. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets. Did you kill Lily? What? She gathers the last vestiges of her strength. Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. There's a silence. The wind picks up. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him. All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. He was a serviceman. He must have a gun lying around. Close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pointing out when they're obviously just stabs in the dark. You know what? We're not gonna bring that up. Not until we're 100% certain. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot? When he was shot? She thinks. I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. What happened after you ran downstairs? Sylvie was tending to the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong. Ruby? Wait, before we continue, who is Ruby? Ruby, you know, the leader. The leader of what? The Hardy Boys. She says it as it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen. Like, things they need taken care of. She's the organizer. This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others. Would you say she is... He looks at you. The eighth Hardy Boy? Why not? Okay, let's go on. What then? Well, Ruby said, let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. That I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know. Takes care of things. I helped her get the body up to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower. To keep him upright. To produce livity matching a hanging? Yeah. We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death? About 20, yeah. Ruby explained it would make the blood. You know what it does. She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. What did you do? Ruby was outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lily, the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on, his armor too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on so many times. It took Ruby maybe half hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what we were going to do. Maybe it looked like a hanging. Ruby said they would. What did you do while they were hanging him? Ruby said to wait here. She also said... Stop yawning. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. It's time to go find a thief flirting with a snake woman? It's Ruby. Where's this Ruby now? I don't know. I haven't seen her since. We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys. Interesting. Why did this Ruby go so much trouble? Hide something someone else did. Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming with a theory. She said Ruby... I honestly love how Volition just argues with everybody whenever we talk to this person. Talk to Class J. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You're already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone else other than Class J. Well, when was the window changed? Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he calls him Tibbs, took care of it. You should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. So nearby, so near. In her bedroom? Inside? Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. Lieutenant glances at you, then at the door. He's thinking, are we done here, or should we arrest her? She's a flightless, can she ride to you? She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her. God's name, wake up! Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everybody. She's not candid at all. She smokes in mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate this with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes. Yes, stop at the start. Start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See? Your real name isn't Clash J. Amandel. I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name. Not when people are after you. Okay. Like there's a garret around her neck. Okay, what? Okay, it's not. Good, you can tell me the truth. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commonseer. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie. All the time. It looks in our hands. Our fingernails are chipped white. I'm so tired of it. Is that passport bullshit too? Passport you keep hidden? No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast. In the reeds. It just doesn't say Clash Jam and Dow. It says, Anauk Monsieur Smith. Falsified documents. Passport and visa. She nods. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name Monsieur Smith to hurt me. Why would he do that? I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. She rushes to explain. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now. She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her. Sorry. Eating a cookie. Really think I should learn to eat faster or chew faster. Where is your buoy? West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I can even find it now. It's useless. The wind rises, so do the hair on your neck, on your back. Somewhere west, small. You found some Chips Ahoy. Yes, I have two things of Chips Ahoy because I didn't realize I had two. Long, spindly arms spin the buoy. Oh, but it's all gone now. This is the boardwalk and the reeds. We have to check this buoy out. The lieutenant makes a note of it. You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe. Listen, I'll take any sponsorship at this point. Tell me your real name. It's Katarzyna Alasji. The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so. It's a Grod name. Zemek or Hugo Grod in origin. Not accidental at all. It smells of motor oil, taiga, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism. Once again, how much money was it to get the lamp? Was it 500 or 300? It also makes Class J almost an allocronym for Katarzyna Asalj. C-L-A-A. That would be A-A-S-G-E. Oh, wow, it is. Finally, we meet Katarzyna Alasji. She nods, her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof. Enough. She nods her back straight. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. Uno, I think you didn't make that call to the station. I did. She takes steps forward. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are over town. Call 102 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed. Was the lamp 700? That is the emergency desk number. Anyone could know that, sire. By looking around and calling a desk. I don't believe a single word she says. What time did you make the call? Thursday night. It was late. Sometime after 12. Lieutenant nods in your direction. He checks out. Say nothing. Kim, why have we not arrested her yet? There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention. No. She slowly lights another cigarette and saves her breath, as in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this. As you look back and think, so you did do him in after all. I was right. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot not... Wait, what? If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. Looks like love did him in after all. She's silent, holding onto her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see. Killed him, Cloud. No, communism killed him. Remember? Love made it possible. You know this much. What is communism in this? You do not know. A wind of needles, airship flutters in the stratosphere. How do I know all this then? Who knows? It's getting cold out. We should go. Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me, or that I was chemically induced and not real. Why? Easier that way. She takes a sip. Was it? Real? I don't know. She looks down at the yard, then back into her coffee. Alright, well, let's go do... We want to do some conceptualization with, or visual calculus, whatever it's going to be for the window in here. Run your fingers across the glass to the surface. Smoothly ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leads in closer to inspect the surface. The window was recently replaced. Looks like it is, yes. He adjusts his glasses. 3 shots? Hold on. The northern light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman are in the single bed. A 2-hearted spider. What position are they in? Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge on his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Where does it come from? From the roost outside. Location A, prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shard glass face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. Ghostly figures? The man does not know the bullet is under his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Have a look at point A, the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. Shot could have come from any of them. This is a composite location A prime, most likely at the origin points. Shouldn't there be gun residue? It could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. So I'm, what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made? 72%. With an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition, a Belgian McGrath rifle, for example, this is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them 1 shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies. Could the shot have been coming inside the room? A closer point? Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof? None that you found thus far. That doesn't mean there weren't any. Has there been another point of origin further away? That's a 28%, yeah. In the model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martin A? Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martin A. According to your... What is this? Oh, it took me a sec because I couldn't see the map. So it's saying it could either have come from the islands over here, which is an area we can't go to. It's also saying it could have came from the tower, or it could have came from... Is it saying it could have came from the church? But I'm assuming it's saying the church. I don't know how, though. How the hell could you even remotely have shot someone from the church, here, or here? Starting at the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending at the islet of the bay. Let's call them B prime, more precisely. Being at islet, there may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. I was about to say, maybe it's just a perspective, but it doesn't feel like that should be able to hit it all. Have a look at point B, the boardwalk. 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the lights on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have to take wind direction into account. Land's End? 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of its positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper would have done it. Possibly from a tent? No, too far-fetched. The islet? 1 kilometer away. Point beyond the dock on this end of the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it. The concrete crumbles into the sea. Yeah, so you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window. between Rue St. Just Lane 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable. Cam, do you think the shot could have come from further than Ruth and Martinet? From where precisely? Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, and B triple prime, the islet. I see if you've given this a lot of thought. He remarks, raising an eyebrow. Are those the locations you've singled out, in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from further distance? Much less from the roof, but still. Okay. Well, we should see if there's gunshot residue or sniper nest if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out, one by one. It would be diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path to the whirling. A simple hypothesis. Alright, let's check this room, please. Let's check outside again, then. We have some places to check now where possible shots could have been fired. Where we're getting closer. I think. Were we supposed to check something out here? I guess not. I thought it would have wanted me to check something out here. Oh well. Let's go check out those other spots then. But on our way down, we're going to confront the Hardy Boys again. Because goodness knows how many times they like to lie to us. Although Kim does bring up a good point. I did forget about the fact that we do have the secret pinball room. So someone very well could have gotten up through here, shot them, ran all the way down, and... Huh. That's a good point. I just thought about this. I wonder if, because we keep talking about the last Hardy Boy, what if, what was her name, Rose or something? What if the 8th Hardy Boy is the one who shot them? They came through here, went up. Fuck you. Ruby, thank you. Came up through here, shot them, took down the secret passage, came back, saw Class J, and helped her. So that way Class J could provide an alibi for her. Not even mentioning the fact that the Hardy Boys are protecting her anyway. I feel like there's been too much stuff going on to show them that this wasn't a matter of the Hardy Boys in the Union. I'm not sure. It's a tough one.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Class J. Now I need to talk to Ruby. Why? Because she, oh my goodness, there's a lot of things. Because she's your real leader. You're cuckoo, cop. You smile, hides a flash of anger. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it or fuck off. How many times must I tell you? Yeah, fuck off. In a level with you, she's the next link in the chains that leads me to Lily's killer. Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. You're not gonna throw her under your moral entered steamroller. Fuck that shit. And fuck you too, moral beep. He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs. Ruby is missing. If you hide from a police murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys. That's nothing. That's just legalese. Legalese. You don't have enough sound theory. Crosses his arms. I don't want to be rude. We're trying to get some R&R here. I think you could fuck off. Wow. I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'd be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking. I'm being a little ballsy right now, because I could totally see it. I was waiting for him to say something stupid like, we're called the Hardy Boys, why would he be a woman? Didn't he say that, though, before? I could have sworn he said that in one of the previous streams where he talked about how it's the boys, not Hardy girls. Or someone mentioned it. I think one of his guys did. I know someone mentioned it in previous stream. Sun flash lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its eerie blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, web of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him? Because she was here, all night, with us. He's cobbling to get her shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101. She was here all night? Lieutenant ignores the tattooed man. 11:30 to 12:25. She was here during all that time? Yeah, with us, drinking. Near the stage there. Points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the... She didn't go to the bar for a drink? No. That's a lie. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you. All the time. Alright, she took a fucking leak, alright? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She was an operation to run from her lawyery. Points to the intersection. We're not getting into what operation is again, cop. And just because she was gone magically for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. Taps on his temple. I went through this. It's not plausible. Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for some time during the window. This is crucial. Now let's place her on the roof. There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. How? He looks sincerely confused. To what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop. Huh. Bill said there was a pinball arcade here. Some time before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? East Delta Pinball Arcade. Old man coughs. Weird place. Went bankrupt. Weird how? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat. I forgot about that. What do you mean weird, Theo? It was run by a fellow called... He thinks. Knife. Flock something. Who wore a yellow dust coat like the one you have on right now. He squints at you. Weird guy. Never liked him. It is a very comfortable coat for such an oldie. Okay, but... How'd she get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter. The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter, used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. Good one, Kim. Thank you. gotta give Kim some props for stepping in there. Lieutenant is glad he got the floor pan right there. From there, door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes. It's quite the theory. Turns to Eugene. We need to have a look at a secret passage, boys. I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there. It's a dumbwaiter on a just real lift. How about I go instead of... Shush now. Turns back to you. Got something else to back this route up, or is that it? Are we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof when a man was shot? Firmly. He shakes his head. Firmly doesn't go with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and my boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route? Forms a gun with his hand. Does not put a bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one. Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not, at least a shadow of a doubt in the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. It doesn't sound like Ruby did it. Maybe keep it to yourself. Show the antique rifle. There are weapons like this. There are weapons around this place lying around Martinet. It looks antique. A Belle McGrave. He takes his gun, inspects it, and hands it back to you. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it? There's a cellar under the bookstore. It was hidden there, with others just like it. 20, maybe 30 rifles. Titus, also broken, but still. There were too many. And there must be more other caches too. God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good. Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. He shakes his head. I'm really glad I did not sell this gun. Holy heck, this gun is coming so... I think the gun's like 20 real to sell, too. I'm really glad I did not sell it. Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. He shakes his head. Damn it. Thought we found all the old spots. Oh, that's still there. We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit. No, don't say that. I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. So? So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. And not even you militia monkeys have those. He doesn't wait for a response. This goes against your short-range theory. The murder weapon was military grade. How did Ruby get it? Wait, did he say you don't have big guns? You just showed him a breech-loading rifle. I just showed you a breech-loading rifle that any child could have. Broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But point taken. He nods. Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet. This is the bullet that did it. The Velma Grave uses the same caliber. Blonde man, the mushroom deathbringer in the evidence bag, looks at the mushroom deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, bitch is jacketed alright. 44mm too. Whoa. God damn. His eyes follow the evidence bag in your pocket. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close. He squints. You have been thorough, I'll give you that. I didn't say I had to prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. Alright, keep talking. I'm getting a bit curious about some things myself. T, we're not seriously considerate, are we? He almost gets up from his seat. Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would you do something like this? Phase 3. Motive. The last component. It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up. I suppose you have a theory on that? She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it. The little man squints, eyes beady. She had like a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs. Really, Shanks? Glad she wants to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I had been first. Time for a logics demonstration. Titus, let's assume you killed him. You're on thin ice here, asshole. It's a thought exercise, Titus. Think, you kill him, get up there, shoot him, get down. Would you prefer to go on trial with your men as part of the lynch mob, or alone for cold-blooded murder? Alone. I don't drag my men into shit with me. If she used us, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss. But she didn't. She would never do that. The blonde man looks around. Why aren't more of you defending her? Is that fucking stupid, Titus? Glenn? I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Ooh, so we didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Titus, you have to... I don't want to say these two because I don't know if these are true. I don't think it was part of a leadership. Titus, you have to see it. Things will add up. You need to talk to her. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. This is the only opinion he cares for. Yeah, I see it. He puts his beer down. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Ever since you add it to your list of suspicions if you want. I don't know. He smiles a peculiar smile. I don't know where she went. She just up and left. I was real scared too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why? Why? She was afraid I would tell you. Looked you straight in the eye. Maybe she was right. But now I probably would. She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Like fleeing is always discriminatory. Perhaps. Shit. He looks out of the window again. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. When did she leave? Friday afternoon. You first arrived. That word the RCM was in town. Just then she came to see me, told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. You have any clues? She's not far, we know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot. Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. We'll never find her. Yeah, Al. And we won't either. She's not really a... The man stares to his beer. Hardly candid anymore, is she? She's not, Glenn. You know what she's been doing with Ulan frequencies? A what now? I have no idea. He looks around. Boys? She said she's, building a... This place is very quiet. A pale emitter. What? We were talking about radio equipment. She says she's doing Ulan frequencies in a pale something. I don't know more. This guy barely understands what he's talking about. There you have it. Pale something. Have you looked for her? A little. On the coast. Where would you have been looking for her? More precisely. More precisely? On the coast, past the waterlock. He nods southwest. She's not there. So I'm thinking she's there. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking? Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Official folk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. We'll start there. Lieutenant takes a quick note. One more question. What does Ruby look like? Boyish, hair's red, dyed. Looks like a lorry man. Not much, but it'll do. It'll have to. Puts his hand out.
Yeah, I'll shake it. His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Well, I think that's probably going to be the last we're ever going to talk to with him, with Titus. But it's getting late, everybody. So, I think I'm going to call it here. Next time, oh boy, feels like we're getting closer to the main mystery here. Ruby's our main suspect. What does she do? We'll probably end up doing this as well while we go over there, and probably check out Class J's buoy. But next time, everybody, we'll get closer to solving this mystery. Till then.